outside. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Afternoon Market Action. My name is Glenn.
My name is Ryan.
We are going to be your host for the next 2 hours, 17 minutes, and 32 seconds exactly.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
If you can hear us loud and clear, please respond in the affirmative, preferably with VV Nation, and let us know that we are coming across loud and clear. All right. So I'm going to wait for the alert to hit. I did make an alert, unlike what I did last night for the video. Why didn't Joey get an intro? Why does he need an intro?
What do you mean, why do I need an intro?
Why do you need it? By the way, Joey is here. You can say hello to everybody.
See? Was that so hard?
Well, you going to say freaking hello?
Freaking hello.
All right, fine. There's Joey. Goodness gracious. Gracious. Why are you such a little girl sometimes?
I'm glad I'm not over there with you two.
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with being a girl. I'm not don't get me involved in that. Ooh-wee.
Glenn's getting canceled.
I know. I'm not trying to get into that. So as we know, as the alert's about to hit, as we know, inflation data came out. I think the market responded to that. Jazz says we're scrapping already. There's no scrapping with Joey. Joey's just he don't want the smoke. Joey don't want this smoke. Great day in VV neighborhood, says Fitz. Market responded. Market's going gangbuster crazy.
I love it.
Gangbuster crazy. Cowboy. No, Joey doesn't wear whatever. VectorVest, someone has to watch out for the guy who. You're right. Joey does make the VectorVest train run. Yes, he does. Joey is my friend. He does everything right, and he does everything for the VV Nation to make us all look good, and he is in the background, and he is a great guy.
Well, you know, if Glenn was in charge, that train would not be on time.
Wow, you talking? you
dead battery.
Wow, you talking too? That's not in my neighborhood. That's not how we roll. That's not how we roll. I'm just saying. The alert hit. We got almost 300 people. There we go. All right. So glad everybody's here. We're going to get hot and heavy into what's going on in the market. As you know, Ryan and I and Joey all have stock picks for you as well. And with the news, let's go right into... Not yet. Don't touch nothing. Stop.
It looks like people are already talking about SMCI. Isn't it in your list too? It's in both our lists.
SMCI is in both of our lists today. So if you're brand new to the channel, welcome to the channel. If you're brand new on Afternoon Market Action, Ryan and I will be your hosts. And we have picks for you that we have our eyes on. Joey has picks that he wants you guys to keep your eyes on. And then I try very hard to give you some fish, some other stocks outside of the realm of things for you to keep your eyes on as well. And as you can see by the hats, it is Western Wednesday every Wednesday. This is something I started probably a year and a half ago, and it's just a handful of people that even participate, primarily me, but it's okay. I'm going to keep it going for as long as I can. Ryan is a poser. He's not a cowboy. I, on the other hand, have gone to the stockyards, so I am a real cowboy. And
but you didn't even get on the cow.
I got on a cow.
Oh, you did?
I got on a longhorn. I did.
How long were you on the steer?
For about a minute.
What was her name?
It wasn't her.
You were a cowboy for a minute.
It wasn't his or her. It was a binary cow. That's what it was. I'm just letting you know. I'm not trying to go there again. It was a binary cow. All right.
Oh God.
Gold is up, but gold is getting beaten up a little bit more. We were looking at that in the Jockey Club this morning, our day trading room. We were looking at some gold stocks, and a lot of them got beat up. San Fran Chris says, howdy, Glenn and Ryan. I hate after hours trading. Had 26% gain on VTSI, but overnight dropped 35%. You know something? We got no stop to protect you against gaps.
Hey, Joey, will you pin Stacy's comment?
What's Stacy's comment?
1 minute plus hat equals legit cowboy.
Yeah, I like that. I don't know how to freaking pin it. I don't know how to pin it.
I know you'd get all excited.
I do. That was awesome. Hey, pin that. Stacy's comment. Joey.
As far as SOXL, Jazz, I love it, especially with the inflation easing, NVIDIA's earnings. If you want to diversify, SOXL is a great way to do that in semiconductor space. But just remember, it's 3 times leverage. So if you don't want too much volatility, it may not be for you. But otherwise, it's a great play.
And you know something, right along with what Ryan just said, tech usually leads the market up or down. On an up day, the NASDAQ is moving. On a down day, the NASDAQ is moving. So I personally took a personal stake in TQQQ today. So we'll see how that goes. Glenn, did you write a binary cow? Jazz. I thought that was a jazz statement. I thought that was jazz messing. Nope. We ain't getting into that. All right.
Kevin almost got you.
Nope. I know. Look at the
Don't
market.
read all the comments.
Look at the.
It's the internet, Glenn. You know better.
Yeah. Ryan, you got access to the mouse. Move it down out of the way for me, please.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. All right. So here's today's market activity, trading right at session highs. We gapped up. No inclination that we're going to fade the gap, but we went right from the bottom of the candle to the top of the candle. The market is definitely up. We're at a 3-month high on the composite, sitting at $67.22. So the question now comes in, well, what stock should I get in if I'm not in them yet? Or on the other hand is, what should I do with the stocks that I hold? Most likely the stocks that you're holding are going up with the market. You know that the market's direction affects about 80% of the stocks in the market. So your stock should be doing pretty well. In my estimation, does this help us in regards to getting closer to a cut? Maybe, but I don't know. Ryan, what do you think?
I think if you look at the MTI, I think it was, last time I saw it was like 1.2.
Yeah, 1.22.
Yep, that means we still got some upside potential.
Okay.
So I think we'll break that high. And I did a video on it earlier. It's actually coming out 6 p.m. But I saw the comments here. NASDAQ, S&P 500, and Dow Jones are all at all-time highs.
Right.
So with the major indices hitting all-time highs, the VectorVest composite real close. We got upside at MTI. Great inflation data. I'm optimistic.
NVDY or even Yield Max. I like those stocks. Adgates. I know they're two different, but anything that's dealing with yield right now, if the market is moving higher, is probably a really good play right now. It's probably a good, and I am going to probably say, except for if it's treasuries, anything dealing with treasuries, they're less susceptible to a big gap down. So we'll see. All right. With that being said, this is what's going on in the market. Let's talk about some of the news that's moving the market. NVDL for the week. Something, we'll take a look at that. I'm going to write that down. NVDL for the week. I'm going to take a look at that. All right. And that's not a sign for you guys. That's not a sign for you guys to start giving me stocks, because I'm only putting that one down. Because I know that's what happens. Like anyone.
You started a slippery slope.
No. Thanks. Haven't had a chance to ask you guys. Says that, guys. You got it. I think the Yield Max stocks are a good play. All right, let's get into the news. And it's going to automatically start off with, I didn't check this, but I'll find where it is. CPI news. CPI, Cisco earnings, meme stocks. Meme stocks are the craze. Meme stocks are the craze. And I asked in yesterday's, what was yesterday? Yesterday was Tuesday. I asked in Monday live stream how many of you were taking advantage of the meme plays. And I asked it in the Jockey Club as well. I'll ask it one last time. How many of you are taking advantage of the meme stock plays? Type of 1 in the room, type of 2 if you're staying far away from the meme stocks. All right. This will be the last time we ask, because I don't know how much longer this lasts. Do you agree with that, Ryan?
Well, I mean, if you look at today's momentum in the meme stocks, it looks like the party's already starting to shut down.
No, but I
don't think it's over yet.
I think we probably got another week. I think we've got another week of the hysteria. I think the only people that it really helped were the people who were holding these stocks that were already down a lot. I don't think that they recouped much of anything. You know, they probably say, "Oh yeah, Diamond Hands, come by and help me out, help me out." That's how I think it got.
Diamond Hands, come help me out.
Red Dog said, "I got some money from it." You know something? That's fine. I hear that. I totally hear that. But as far as a long-term investment, like we try to talk about on this channel, I don't think that none of these meme stocks are that. None of them. Strawberry Cookie says, "Roaring Kitty." I know. Roaring Kitty is going to lose his growl. He's going to be like, it's going to be like Roaring Kitty.
Meow Kitty?
Meow Kitty. Roaring meow.
Glenn, I thought you were going to wear your red headband today in honor of the Roaring Kitty.
Yeah, I don't have a red headband. I'm not with the Crips or the Bloods, so I don't have neither one of those. I'm sorry.
You're not down for the kitties?
I'm not down for the kitties. You got it, Red Dog. Listen, we try very hard to look at a lot of the comments in the room. We try hard. to answer those questions as well, because I think that's a cool question. See, there we go.
Jazz, I like the Bitcoin and the miners.
Because Ryan is young. He don't know. He don't know. It's called crypto. It's not crypto. It's called crypto. All right, so I'm just roaring Joey. Yeah. No. All right. So
Roaring Joey.
that's news. Inflation again. Inflation. This is interesting. Inflation pressures ease in April as consumer prices rise. Stop following my mouse at the slowest pace in 3 months. That was very annoying. And Joey's even laughing. Stop. I'm moving my mouse and he's right behind me.
Sorry, guys. You don't have to give Glenn a hard time.
Holy smoke. So I think that this puts some pressure possibly on the Fed to say, okay, maybe we're getting the data that we need to cut. I don't know if it happens in the next one or not. We'll see. All right. When to buy CMG. Didn't I say not to put stocks up here? I said that, right? I did say that. Right.
I mean, it eased, but ever so slightly. It just went from 3.5 to 3.4. We're still higher than we were a couple months ago. Still in the uptrend when it comes to that inflation chart.
But it's
good news, though.
This is just a little bit of news for hope.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Exactly.
It's all about the hope.
It gives the hope for interest rate cuts.
Yeah, the hope for interest rate cuts. All right. So I always like to try to put some news. When should I buy? Joey, why are you putting the stocks up in there?
I thought he wanted them.
No, why are you putting stocks up in there? Let's go to stop talking now. Next stop, Netflix. All right. It was funny when we put in the stories together. Ryan never looks at the stories that I put in. So Ryan puts in the Netflix story. But I'm going to incorporate him in this story because he's been really big on looking at the news, watching Netflix getting more into the live stream. Okay. So with that being said, I took the story because he took forever to get to the stories. I always try to give him a chance. But Netflix strikes a 3-season NFL deal, will air 2 games this year. You know who else did that prior to them starting to get more active into it? YouTube.
Prime?
No, YouTube. YouTube did it.
Oh, YouTube. Okay.
That's right. YouTube, got a game or 2, and then finally they got the bigger deal. And I think that Netflix is heading up that way. Prime is heading, after I cut the cable to look at live sports, you know what I'm looking at? Paramount. And Paramount uses HBO Max, where I can then see live sports. So more of these companies, more of these people that are knowing that people are cutting the cords, I'm looking at the Netflix, I'm looking at the YouTubes, I'm looking at the Paramounts, I'm looking at the Primes. All of these are great plays as far as people cutting the cord, getting away from cable and paying all that money for cable to still watch sports. All right, so I'm a fan of Netflix. I know Ryan is already a fan of Netflix, but I think this strengthens the position when it comes down to Netflix as well.
I will just add this because we talked about different live streams. We had the roast of Tom Brady. We've got WWE. But when I went on Netflix a couple days ago, I noticed something new. They're really pushing video games. Have you noticed that?
No.
Yeah, if you go on Netflix, there's games all over now. I don't know if it's just because they know I'm younger and they're direct marketing, but they have games on the TV and games on your phone. So when you're on your Netflix app on your phone, if you're watching a movie on the go, now you can play games through the app. And we've definitely seen a huge consumer shift from traditional gaming platforms to handheld devices.
Well, so I think Netflix is, if I'm flying, you know what I do? If I'm flying, I download my Netflix movies so that I can watch them on the plane. The majority of the games that I play on my tablet need internet. So I can't play them on the plane. Yeah. But the movies, I will download a couple of movies to my device so I can watch them. All right. Games is a new market for them, says San Fran Chris. Mm-hmm. There you go. All right. See, I don't know. Princess says she saw that too. Strawberry saw that. I ain't seen it. I'm just, I don't know. Gaming is booming with streaming sites. So again, I like Netflix. All right. Next story is this is hurting me to my heart. This is Ryan's story. This is hurting me to my heart.
So this would here.
Oh, by the way, I will never fly Spirit. Okay.
I
will never fly Spirit. Okay.
So yeah, very, this is a great story that just the times are changing, just like we've seen, cutting the cord with cable. Well, retails, Walmart for the last decade, it has reigned as the nation's biggest company by revenue. It was about $648 billion. However, Amazon, catching up quickly, reported $575 billion.
Wow.
So they're within $100 billion now of catching up to Walmart. I mean, I love Amazon. They've got their hands in everything. It's definitely in my list. But if this news breaks here in the near future that Amazon takes over Walmart as the biggest retailer, I think that speaks for itself. I mean, I would be enthused if I was an investor.
Amazon is a good play.
So yeah, I've seen Amazon pop up in the chat quite a few times, or the comments today. I'm all for Amazon. I actually got my mom in a large Amazon position. She's been holding it for quite some time. So I'm definitely a big believer in it.
All right. It hurts me because I like Walmart.
I do too. But you know what I don't like about Walmart anymore?
That?
They're not 24/7.
Not anymore. Since COVID.
That was the best part about Walmart.
Yeah.
Going at night. You don't have to see people. There's no crowds. But yeah, now they're regular business hours and I don't go there too often.
Yeah, they don't. Since COVID, they changed.
Yep.
Amazon just went on a hold today. Kevin, I think that the story that Ryan is talking about is definitely a longer term play. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's definitely
longer term.
All right. Now, this is a story. NIO. Interesting story. NIO could challenge Tesla and Toyota with this new Envo brand. Now, the thing about this, and here's all the specs. Blah, 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 blah. This is what caught my attention. The Envo L60 is available to pre-order for a starting price of $30,000.
Oh, wow.
You know something? When it comes down, and it's an electric car, when it comes down to looking at brand new cars, it is not outside of the realm of a brand new car, and it's all electric. So that was one of the biggest headwinds when it came out, when EVs started getting more popular, is that these cars are way too expensive. But you know something? With all of the competition out there, whether it's Tesla, whether it's Rivian, whether it's Boyd, no matter who it is, people are having to bring the prices down to go and sell their cars. So I like the story, especially when it touts both Tesla and Toyota with the competition. Interesting. Deliveries will start in Q3 of this year. It sees the L60 competing with the Tesla Model Y and the Toyota RAV4. So it's more of a SUV-ish type of car. So, and I saw that the U.S. administration has put tariffs on the Chinese EV. I don't know how I feel about that. That's a lot of tariff. But I think the idea is so that the cars will be made more here than not. But
it's to protect our domestic EV market and manufacturing.
So that could hurt NIO in a big way. Could hurt NIO because then that price goes from $30,000 to a lot more because of the tariff. But it's interesting, the story in and of itself. All right, the next story is Ryan's. Oh, talking about, things are changing. Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess they're kind of going
I'm trying
backwards.
to get there.
Oh.
I don't, stop moving your mouse or something. No. I can't. Can you see it to click on it? Because I can't.
Click on it. Right here.
Uh-oh. Did you click on it?
Yeah, it does not do anything.
Right. Dang it, Joey. Why is... I don't want it pinned. No, don't do that. So why is it... I needed to go away. Because I need to get to the... I needed to get to the story. I did.
Why did it work when I did?
Oh, my gosh.
Why did it work when I did it?
Buy Coinbase.
In your defense, Glenn, I will defend you. I clicked on it too, and it did not move.
All right. Joey's just being a jerk.
So we were actually just talking about this.
Sorry, Ryan is talking right now. We need you to stop talking.
Nice.
Talking to me?
But we've been talking about this. Remember, Glenn, where we're talking about how fast food prices are getting so expensive, it's changing consumer behavior, where they're actually going to other alternatives, whether it's bringing their own food or actually dine-in places.
Yep.
I mean, you go to most fast food places, $10 to $15 for a meal. Well, McDonald's is trying to fix that, right? Makes a new pitch for inflation-wary eaters, a meal for $5. Now, you're not going to get much for $5.
You're going to get 2 French fries, a piece of cheese, a tad bit of bread, and a spoonful of Pepsi. Coke.
You might get some ketchup.
You might get some ketchup.
But essentially, it's just McDouble, McChicken. Was it like 4-piece nugget, fries, and a drink?
Who's that supposed to feed?
So you get to choose between McDouble or McChicken. Do you remember? I mean, when I was growing up a little bit younger, that was all that stuff was on the dollar menu.
Yep.
And what I thought was interesting about this article, as I read through it, McDonald's actually had to make a deal with Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola was just over $4 million, I think 4.7 if I remember correctly, had to subsidize this promotion, had to help McDonald's subsidize this promotion. So I don't know if this is going to, get customers back into McDonald's because they've been concerned and seeing their numbers drop over, since inflation pressures have been hurting consumers over the last 12 months. But it's a step in the right direction. I think it is a step in the right direction, trying to come up with something that is affordable, cheap, and on the go, which is the original premise of fast food.
Interesting.
So
do you
stick with what you're good at?
Do you think that the other fast food people will fall in line and do the same thing? This could be, where's the cheapest place to get something to fill you up? There's only one place I'm looking for. Anybody? Where's the cheapest fast food place you can go to?
Who's that?
Nope.
McDonald's or Wendy's?
Nope. Neither one of those. Anybody?
Taco Bell?
Huh?
Taco Bell?
Taco Bell. You can, it's just a lot cheaper. You can get a lot more food, a lot less expensive at Taco Bell. 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
Yeah, QT.
QT could be another, but you know something? I'm not a big fan of QT. I love QT. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a big fan of
White
Circle
Castle.
K.
I wish we had White Castle.
Oh, I wish we did too. Oh my
man.
gosh.
Yeah, we don't have White Castle. You know what we do have is Cookout.
I'm not a big fan of Cookout.
And Cookout used to be cheap. They actually became popular because of the whole $5 Cookout tray. I went there a couple months ago. It was a $10 Cookout tray or 11 something.
Tomorrow's going to be a $20 Cookout tray.
They got me.
And, I look at all of these places. I'm curious to know how this story could affect all of the other places. Strawberry Cookie says, "Yeah, we're all going to die of junk food quickly." Listen, the place
because healthy food's really expensive,
and something that's jacked
half the
up.
problem.
That is jacked up. The place I'm never going to buy food from because when you go to that fast food place, you spend like $60 for 3 people. Five Guys. I will never eat at Five Guys. My mother and I, my mother-in-law, my wife and I went. This was about a year ago. We went and I was like, okay, and they said, oh, that'll be $65, please. I was like, what the flip? $65 for 3 people?
Look, Mike brings up a good point here. Why are you guys trying to get us to eat cheap? Let's learn to pay for steak.
Ooh.
I like that.
Well, I cook my own steak. Y'all want to come over?
I cook my own
steak. All right. Next story. Super Micro. And my take on Super Micro is a little different than Ryan's. Will likely announce a stock split in 2024. Now, of course, this is speculation. Stock split could be huge for Super Micro because the stock has gone up so much that I'm very interested. Over the past 12 months, the stock has gone up 1,000+%. For a market cap of $45.8 billion, muscling its way to the S&P after previously keeping company with small cap stocks, blah, 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 blah. A split. Now, again, all speculation could be big for SMCI. And that's all I wanted to take from it. The fiscal quarter driven by 200% a year over year. With a gross margin of 15%. Net income grew more than fourfold to $402 million in a quarter. All right, so I am Taco Bell, I don't know how to say it, colostomy. Yeah, colostomy prep. Ugh. Something, I like me some Taco Bell as long as it doesn't have sour cream or guacamole. The cheapest meal is the rotisserie chicken at Costco for $6. I don't have Costco. We got
Costco.
Yeah, but I don't. I've got BJ's. Yeah, I got BJ's. All right. So that was my story on Super Micro, that it could announce a stock split in 2024. Ryan's next story is on steel stocks that have been rocking.
Steel stocks, right? It's the number one industry in the VectorVest 7 software, has been for a while. I saw it jump up again today. The reason why I'm so pumped up about it, look, just like the EV market, steel stocks soar as U.S. braces for tariff hike on Chinese imports. The Biden administration is trying to protect the steel industry. Obviously, there's an election coming up, probably some very important swing states in the Northeast, if I had to guess. So I have a feeling, steel stocks, they're a good place to be. They've been running for a while, and I just wanted to see something to give the industry more momentum to the upside because the space was overbought. If you look at RSI, some of the other technicals. However, I think this news right here is that confirmation I was looking for as far as carrying this industry going forward. Later in 2024. What do you think about this, Glenn?
I think steel is
kind
a
of like
great
the EV
play.
space.
I think steel is a great play.
Mm-hmm.
And the tariffs is going to only help it more from the outside people bringing it in. So I think steel is a great play. You look at building all over, we look in the Charlotte area, we got 10, 12 cranes in downtown Charlotte right now.
Oh, it's crazy.
Building up stuff. So I'm just saying steel is a good play. Now you know why it's number one, but it's just bigly. All metals are moving up. I'm a fan of commodities, steel, copper, that kind of stuff. All right. I got one more story. ServiceNow, a collaboration. Capita announces an extension of our collaboration with ServiceNow. Through ServiceNow's intelligent digital workflows, Capita will be able to simplify complex processes, more AI stuff, and enable digital transformation, improve operations, and enhance employee experiences and deliver stronger growth. So it's not Capita I'm looking at, as ServiceNow as the stock. I like any company in the space of tech, AI, that kind of stuff that collaborates with some, you've seen Intel do it, Dell do it, Microsoft do it, Apple do it. And I think these are all going to be positives for each and every one of those companies. So ServiceNow is a company that I got on my list. And the last one is Ryan's SMCI story.
Just great things in this article. I know a lot of, comments again, SMCI all over the place. I am of the buy the dip mentality. And I didn't realize about Glenn's story, the potential split, but it makes sense. The stock price is now over $1,000. So if it stays above $1,000, keeps rising, that's just more ammunition for this position, right? Now, the big thing here for SMCI, it's all AI. Large investments in AI infrastructure by the major tech companies such as Amazon, Google, the Microsofts of the world. Now, the guidance for the next quarter and the full year indicates strong revenue growth and profitability expansion. So they are making money off this AI boom. I mean, it's all good if you're, in the AI space, but if you're not making money off of it, investors are going to get weary of that.
Yep.
Now, this article suggests that SMCI stock is more than 70% undervalued. I'll already go and tell you right now with the VectorVest 7 system, it is on the overvalued side.
Right.
Not too much overvalued, but it is overvalued right now. But what I like about it is our value metrics is increasing with time. So investors, it's all it's telling me is that investors are willing to pay a premium for this position, and I can see why.
Mind you, I'll work on that, some specific stocks. I know that Ryan's got one or two in there. I don't know about the NVIDIA split next week. I'm not very...
you're talking about announcing a split?
Yeah.
At the earning? Ooh, that would get investors
that
all
would
amped
be,
up.
but I don't know that. I don't know. Where is Amir for this story? Shh, I like Amir.
I'm just already going to tell you, if you're holding semiconductor stocks and you're not ready for NVIDIA's earnings, just be careful.
Amen.
If anything bad happens, they're all going down.
Yep. And if it is good, they're all going to go up.
And I'm on the side that is probably going to be more good than bad from that call.
All right.
What do you think, Glenn?
I think that because of AI, it's going to probably have good upside. I think they beat earnings and they beat on revenues. The only thing that's going to concern me is what the forward guidance is going to be. We got no indicator for forward guidance. That's the issue. So if they say, well, yeah, we beat, but we anticipate because of the, and that will tear the stock down, even though they beat earnings and revenues. I think with everything that they're selling with the chips and stuff, there's no way that they miss revenues, and I think there's no way that they miss earnings as well. It's going to be the forward guidance.
And I know semiconductors haven't been very, popular for a very long time to trade. Maybe the recent year or two, but this industry is cyclical. It has rotations in it. The AI boom has kind of pushed the cyclicalness
away.
I guess that's a Glennism away.
Yeah.
Right. So at some point, the party's going to be over. The AI revenue is in. The industry, it's already done all of its advancements, all its computer chips. Because after a while, computers last a couple years. So once all the new chips come out, business slows down and has to wait for the next generation of technology. And it's usually every couple years. If you ever look at some of these major charts, go back way in time, you'll see the semiconductors shoot up, come back down, stall out for a little bit, shoot up again. It's very cyclical. You'll see that in a lot of these charts going back in time.
So someone told me that Chip got beat up. That was a stock that I brought to your attention, that it got beat up by earnings today. Dang it, that sucks. That sucks. I still like the stock, but something like that happens. That's not always. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing.
Ramor says poor forward guidance.
I think that was, he said that prior forward guidance has been hammering stocks. And,
Okay.
I got issues with that. If the stock made a lot of money and they beat revenues, but because, I can't get mad about the forward guidance. The forward guidance is the forward guidance. You can't get mad about that.
Can't get mad about it.
Can't get mad about that. All right. Those are all of the stocks. Let's get back into the software.
Great stories today, Glenn. I like it.
Well, you did okay today. You did pretty okay. I love
Joey,
you.
I don't know how you put up with him.
I love you, Patrick. All right.
Oh, yeah. Okay, kitty.
Oh my gosh. Let's go to the viewers tab. I love you, Ryan.
Patrick was the meme guy, right?
Yeah, especially
That was
GME.
before my time, but I do remember he was a big promoter of meme stocks.
He loved him some GME, that's for sure.
I mean, fundamentally, these companies are not sound. You got to trade them off technicals.
You were talking about doing a video like that, weren't you?
Yeah, so to give you an update on that video, since the pullback of the meme stocks, that video is going to come out tomorrow. Tonight, I had much more important stuff to say.
Wow. Look at you prioritizing what's important and what's not. All right. Big mover today we talked about this, was the Qs. That's why Ryan likes XOXL. But when the market moves, when I move, you move, just like that. You put your hands upon my hips. When I dip, you dip, we dip. But NASDAQ is leading the way. Please don't dance.
Yes.
That it shows your lack of your lack of
cultural experience.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. So with that being said, with that chip Q1 beat earnings and revenue estimates, industry as a whole is down today. Thank you, Linda. So it did, as a stock that I picked, that I like, that I want you to keep your eyes on, it did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. And shipping is cyclical. And it really, really is cyclical. You want fish? Here we go. AMA, big movers.
Big movers. Let's see.
Let's go see. We got 3. I can only find 3.
Ooh, Next Tracker. Yeah. I've heard of that stock before.
Well, see, this is why I do the things I do, because I want to bring things to the table that you guys may not always know about. They all have good upside. All the RTs are not above 1 yet, but their volumes today, if you look, not only are they up today, but look at that. These stocks
a lot of conviction
are
there.
On the move.
I like it.
Now, let's go look at, 2 of them are sells. Well, that may not be a bad thing as the market is starting to take off and move up. You could ride these stocks from sells to holds to buys, possibly. So we'll see. We'll see. So here's 3 big movers today. Keep your eyes on them. Take a look at them. But I do like that they all have relative values above 1. Current hot industry. I went through all of the industries to find out which industries, which stocks in the top 5 industries that were moving. Here they are: food, beverage, soft drink, telecom equipment, electrical connectors, instrument measuring, and chemical plastics. I took the stocks that had the highest CI in that industry. These are stocks that go up more than they go down. And a lot of them, for the most,
I like Celsius a lot.
Celsius is a great play, and it's fundamentally sound in an uptrend and a top VST stock. So again, hot industry stocks. Anybody heard of Crawford United? I don't know who they are. Crawa. Undervalued, fundamentally sound. APH. You ever heard of that? That is overvalued though. It is got good, it makes money and it's in an uptrend. So there we go. Here's more fish for you. What time is it? Good time.
2:35.
And let's give you more fish before we get into the picks. Top
I like
VST, 3.8 crossover in the last. Oh crap! I didn't do it.
Hey,
Let's go
Glenn,
find
you
it.
forgot to put some bait on that hook.
Sigh. That sucks. And, search is prudent. I can't believe I did that. 3.8. Let's go see what stocks I want to put in that list for you. Have a good day,
Hey, bye,
Mark.
Mark.
By the way, Mark, I sent your email up, by the way. Let's go see which ones I want. Which ones are moving? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hey, that new holdings, I like it.
Add to watch list.
Look, SMCI in there.
Here we go. All right. I put them in there. That's just how easily I find these stocks for you. I got to search. I got a guy.
Look, SMCI up 13% right now, 112
Embraer.
bucks.
Linda, haven't you asked about Embraer? I know it's been a young lady that's always typing in Embraer. I think it was you, but I'm not 100% sure. Nonetheless, whether it's you or not, Embraer made it. There you go. Linda says own it. How about in my top VST stocks where the 3 and the 8 just crossed? DR Horton's in there, new. You want a steel stock, right? You wanted a steel stock. Oh, that's not what I thought.
No, new holdings.
That's a bank. All right. Green Brick and Heritage Insurance. These are stocks that are top VST stocks as I move over. Right?
Oh,
and the
FYI, Glenn, you were close. It was New Core that you were thinking.
Okay, got you. Thank you. Where the VSTs are all above 1. All right. And so I like these. I like CRS is for steel. What is it? There's another one. There's a few of them. As a matter of fact, let's do this real quick. You want steel stocks, industry view.
Just go to the homepage. It's right at the top of the top industry.
I don't want to
on the
listen
homepage.
to you right now.
I
I'm going to
know.
do it my way. And I'm going to do it my way. It's only 5 stocks in there? Interesting. They're all up. If I'm going to concentrate, Ryan, tell me if you agree with me. If I'm going to look at steel stocks to take a look at, I probably want to take a look at CI. You agree?
I agree.
All right, so there's
Definitely
3.
agree.
There's 3 right there. USAP, CRS, and ATI, all with CIs or comfort index above 1. All right? That's not the only steel industry, though, right?
No, this is just the alloy.
This
industry.
is just the alloy. Actually, I'm just going to leave it down. I could go look for more, but I'm not going to.
AB's asking about TSM, Taiwan Semiconductors, which is actually in the video tonight.
Well, there you go.
I'll give you that clue.
That's so you got to watch it. You better watch it. If you don't watch it, I'm going to come knock on your door. Hey.
Nobody wants that.
AB, did you watch the video? Nah, man, not yet. Be like, nah, man, get away from my door. I'll be like, all right, 10 minutes later. AB, did you watch the video yet? Be like, man, I'm finna call 911. All right. And then here comes the police. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. All right.
And Joey's saying, let's get out of here, Glenn.
Joey's going to be like, let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here, Glenn.
All right. See, that's what happens when you don't watch the video. That's what happens when you don't watch the video. All right. Let's go back to the watch list viewer. One last thing. Let's go to the portfolio review. Portfolios, speculative stocks. Nice pick here. Oust. I did a video
Big
on
jump
it.
up in the portfolio, Glenn.
Huh?
I like that. You see that big jump up in the portfolio there over the last week or so?
That's because of this stock that I gave them before it jumped. I gave them that before it jumped. AMA, let's go see what your portfolio looks like. Look at them. Look at them. You up 2.67%. The stops are already in place. So we're going to see.
That's really good, seeing how way more than half that portfolio is still in cash.
So these are stocks that you've picked. Hi, Amir. All right. TSM came out of a base added today. TSM, I like TSM. I still like those stocks. I just logged in. Hope I didn't miss a lot. Well, Amir, we're 40 minutes in. It's all right.
And you know Glenn talks a lot, buddy. So yeah, you missed a lot.
Wow. All right. Magnificent Seven stocks since the beginning of the year is up 23%.
Still rocking and rolling.
Yep. Mobile app picks, multi-bagger picks. Look at that move. Wow, another USAP before it got hot. Ryan, look at that.
Look at ROI, 91%.
Almost a bag. Almost a bag. And you know why I go through these portfolios? Because there's a lot of people who are new to the channel who haven't subscribed to the channel. You want to find these picks? When we find these picks, you guys need to make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. It's easy for me to say, yeah, we picked this stock a while ago and it's up 91%. I got portfolios to back it up. That's on Multibagger search, 20%. We got VITL up 154%.
Hey, you got that's a multi-bagger.
That's almost
or at least one is a bag.
That's almost
close to a multi.
Janice says, you see SMCI today, you must be happy. I wonder if, don't make me cry. Don't cry, Amir. Don't cry
Fitz
for
goes,
me,
Glenn
Argentina. You were supposed to have been immortal. That's all they wanted. That much
John Boston over there starting rumors.
What is he saying? Glenn gave everyone a free 55-inch TV so we can watch this. Wow.
6 p.m. videos.
Wow. All righty then. Knock, knock. That's a multi-bagger. Yeah, I know.
Hey, I like that.
I love
Thanks,
that.
Eric.
All right. NVIDIA conference stocks. I did their video when they did their conference. Look at that. Google, these are a lot of the stocks. TSM, talking about TSM. That was one of the stocks in the conference. 15%. Apple. I wish that they would have gone with Palantir more than Snow. Ryan told me that Palantir is looked at as a meme stock. I almost wanted to go into his office and smack him because Palantir is not one of those.
Because I told everyone yesterday in the video, meme stocks, my strategy was to go back in time, look at what meme stocks were out there that haven't been pumped yet. Because mostly the focus was just on BlackBerry, AMC, GME. GameStop, obviously. But when I was doing this, Palantir kept popping up.
Which I don't understand.
I don't see it as meme stock. Now, is it maybe very popular with retail traders? Yeah, I could see that.
Okay.
But not meme-ish.
I don't think it's a meme stock.
No one cares about fundamentals. We're just pumping it and trying to get the short squeeze.
Well, technically, Palantir is not fundamentally sound, but Palantir's got contract after contract, global contract. Contract. So, all right. Top weekly picks. That's done every Monday. Look at that.
Ooh, MCore Group. I like that.
And how about this? I made a portfolio of just looking at stocks that became that are Star Search stocks. No anything special about it. On the day that they became Star Search stocks, look at that. I like
Cheesecake Factory.
I love Cheesecake Factory too. So the reason why I wanted to show you these portfolios is we try to back up, we try to eat our own cooking. We try to back up the things that we say, and the portfolios are a good way to show that. We talked about these stocks before they became known. All right.
Look at that. Bill says SMCI just went to a buy rating.
Look at that.
So Amir, we've been talking about SMCI a lot. Both Glenn and I both had stories on SMCI, Amir. So you may want to rewind this at some point after you're done.
Tesla is a meme stock? I don't agree with that. Ryan?
No, but I think so. Like CNBC, was it Motley Fool? They're kind of combining. They're putting in heavy retail stock or retail trader stocks. I mean, Tesla, pretty popular with retail traders. They're kind of putting that in the same category as meme stocks, and I don't agree with that.
I don't
necessarily agree with that. I mean, are they both volatile in nature? I mean, meme stocks, obviously, but retail trader stocks are typically pretty volatile.
All right. Let's start off with Joey's picks. Let's go start off with Joey's picks last week. See what Joey did. Of course, Joey never has to pick a stock. I hook him up. I hook him up. I do.
Well, you kind of screwed him over last week.
Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't. Listen, forget y'all, both of y'all. Let's go back to a week before.
No, but in your defense, though, the market was pulling back, and you just put them in contras, so it made sense.
I don't need you to back me up.
I don't need you.
You just threw me under the bus, and then you want to back me up. Forget you.
No, I'm not talking to you right now. Bus up. I backed the bus up, Glenn.
Okay, Joey did good last week.
Hey,
7.2%, way more than what the market did.
Glenn, we got some competition this week.
All right, NRG.
Even BB Nation. We'll see who takes the lead.
Good stocks. All right, let's go see what Joey's picks are this week. Joey's picks this week are another set of good stocks. IESC, been rocking. Sterling again, CLS, Dell, Make My Trip. I think he's going to do good. Look at these, all fundamentally
10%.
sound. Joey does the right thing. As a brand new subscriber to VectorVest, I think that Joey's ideology is spot on.
Mm-hmm.
Top VST stocks that go up more than they go down. I think if you're brand new to the software and you're not making money in the market, Joey's ideology is right on point. Right on point. All right.
So I will say this. Our stocks are a little bit different than Joey's just because we're trying to find news stories.
Right.
Reasons, Joey's coming at the perspective of just utilizing VectorVest.
Yes. And which
we are utilizing news, and obviously we look at the software, but solely Joey is focusing on it. And that's always a great strategy.
But that's why I say for people who are brand new to the software, who are looking for a great way to make money in the software, Joey's ideology is perfect. Is right there. He says, give him the credit and stop. I gave him the credit. Dell is starting to rock, but is it real? I think it is, Ramor. All right. So let's go. You going to stop posting stuff up there? I'm just asking for a friend.
Are you?
Yeah. Jack. I just that comes from friends.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's go do Ryan's picks. Ryan's picks last week. So Joey did 7%.
You're trying to save the best for last?
Yeah, of course. Joey's picks did 7%. Let's go look. Oh, you had gold. We'll see how that works.
I had natural. I took a gamble on Boyle.
Yeah.
We're about to find out if that paid off.
I think that might have paid off. Let's go see what Ryan did. Quick test. Oh, not as good as Joey, but 4%. Look at that. And Boyle was the big move. That was a good. I wasn't on board with that pick. I really wasn't on board with you for that pick, but that was the biggest mover.
If you remember, the big news was the Euro sanctions on Russian natural gas.
And they needed to get it from somebody else. But we've always had it out there to them that we can get it to them. But
yeah. But hey, 4.5%. What SPY? 2.25.
2.2. You almost doubled.
SPY.
You almost doubled what they did. Good job. All right,
let's go. Greedy.
Let's go look at your picks for this week. I am new here. Are you guys day or swing traders? We're a combination of everything, Dosu. We will do.
Yeah, we talk about it all. Long-term investments, day trading, swing trades. But yeah, so get back here. Look, all these stocks are up today. Amazon, the only one down. I'm kind of surprised about that, especially with the inflation data. It is a tech company, essentially. Negative 1% here. Now, this list, all my stocks, RV, very favorable territory here. So a lot of these, all these stocks have great long-term price appreciation potential. The safety, mixed. So depending how conservative or aggressive you may be, definitely focus on the safety. But they're all in an uptrend, except McDonald's Corp. It's been struggling. But with the news over the summer and the $5, I guess I would call it a Happy Meal, or it sounds like a Happy Meal.
I don't think you're going to be too happy eating the meal.
But look, scroll over here. We got buy rated stocks here, mostly at the top of the list. Oh, Amazon did go to a hold. Interesting. McDonald's still hold, but no sell rated stocks. So gotta like that. Growth rate and earnings, all double digits. If we look at the sales growth rate here, only one. Oh, well, kind of mixed on that here. But you see McDonald's core, well, no surprise, that doesn't have a high growth rate. But Carpenter Tech, -1. But that is the steel company. So we'll see how this plays out. But I think it's a good list of stocks. Especially it's all going to depend on Nvidia's earnings. I got Supermicron and Nvidia in the list. So we'll see how it plays out with next week with Nvidia's earnings.
All right, and as far as Canadian stocks, I normally talk about Canadian stocks every Monday on the 6 p.m. video when I give you my top weekly picks for both U.S. and Canada. That's primarily when we do Canadian stocks. All right, Glenn's picks last week. Oh, the Budweiser story, Reddit. I think Palantir is going to be hit and miss. Madison Square Garden. The Knicks won last night. The Knicks are now up 3-2.
Okay.
All right. And the Rangers, they're almost about ready to beat Carolina. So, all right, let's go see how I did. Quick test. What did you do, Ryan? You did a little bit more than 4? Right.
Yeah, I was like 4.3.
Yeah, I got 4. So I came in 3rd place. But still, shut up,
We're all
Joe.
positive.
No, they're all. What you humming for? They're all a positive. What you
USO. Oh, so you were bullish on oil.
I was bullish on oil. I'm still bullish on oil.
Okay.
But it was the Reddit move. It was the meme stock move.
That's what saved you.
That did.
Was it Roaring Kitty saved you? Bud?
Whatever. I'm not a Roaring Kitty.
You would have been negative.
Whatever.
You better thank Roaring Kitty.
Did Joey's picks outperform Glenn's? Yes, Mike, they did.
Always. We know this.
Wow.
Weekend.
All right.
Yeah. In case anybody missed, Joey had above 7%. I had around 4.2, 4.3.
And
Glenn had 4 flat. S&P was at what, 2.2?
Yeah,
so
2.24. We all beat the market.
Outperformed the S&P.
All right, so my stocks going into next week are SMI, SMCI. Let's scroll over. NEO is the only one. You know something? I don't know if I want to be bullish on NEO or not. I think it's news driven. So I'm going to be bullish on SMCI, Netflix, and Now. I'm not going to be nearly as bullish on NEO. All right, okay. Even though RT is above 1. But my other stocks are good place. Fundamentally sound. Look at the earnings growth on these two. Good. Googly muggly. All right, so those are my picks going into next week. All right, let's go look at their picks. Customer picks last week. Let's go see what they did. And now, you all remember, when we look at your picks, for every 10 likes, we look at one of your stocks. So the more you like, the more stocks we can look at. All right, so these were your picks from last week. Let's go see what they did.
Oh, they had ARM. Nice.
And NVIDIA.
I don't know if you guys saw, I did a short earlier this week. ARM just announced its ambitions to make its own AI chip, 2025.
Okay.
Pretty excited about that.
Quick test.
See what we got.
Look at that. They came right behind Joey. 6.4%. Only one stock lost out. That was HMC.
Was that Impala Platinum? Look at that, 20%.
That's a commodity. That's a commodity.
I mean, inflation, has a direct correlation with commodities, so I'm not surprised.
NVIDIA, good plays. Good plays, folks. I can give you a hand clap. That was a good play. All right, Glenn, you must be making big on your SMCI. I'm not. Who says I'm in SMCI? You're the one in SMCI. I'm not in it.
You're the one. All right. I don't like SoftBank. I don't trust ARM. That's what Amir says. Amir, why is that?
All right. So, how many likes do we have, Joey? See how many stocks we're going to give. 100. So I'm going to give you 11 stocks. I already got some of them. All right. So, Ryan, you keep your eyes on which stocks you want to take a look at.
All right.
I got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 5 more.
We have PANW.
PANW, okay.
VTSI. AX.
American Express. Oh, Axios.
Axos.
Okay.
QTUM.
QTUM. Okay.
CEG.
All right. Here's your all's picks, and that's based on the likes. That's based on the likes. Yep, I gave you 11. You only had 107 likes, so I base it on there. Now, this keeps coming up and up and up and up. CMG, when to get in? I'm going to look at
Chipotle.
that. I'm going to look at that one first. I didn't want you to think I forgot it. Let's go look at a 3-month graph.
Are they ever going to do a stock split?
I don't know. They're too freaking expensive to be a burrito company.
They don't want the retail traders in there. $3,100 a share.
When to get in? When it gets above
back in the fast lane.
The upper band. Let me give you a price. 3207. It needs to get above 3207 to get back into the fast lane. So would I take it yet? No. It needs to go into the fast lane. All right. So that's because somebody kept asking me when to get in. Just told you when to get in. Unfortunately, my mom can't. I don't want to get into that. I don't want to do that. All right. Let's highlight all of these stocks, put them into a graph.
Let's do it.
And let's go see what stocks are good to put into y'all's portfolio. How does this happen? Now, I can't get to the portfolios. You see that, right? My mouse is up here. Go ahead.
Hold on, Joe. He's taking over.
Yeah, you need to turn your TikTok off so that you can help me. Damn it.
You stop TikToking over there.
So he's using a fish as a gun. She's
using a fish as a gun. What?
That's the TikTok?
Don't ask no questions. Don't even ask. Stop. Let's just stop. All right. Let's click on edit. Take this off so we can see what stocks. I so don't like Joey right now. So we can see what stocks we want to get into. 3-month graph. AX. You know me? I don't want to buy on a down day, but it is in the fast lane. All right. So I'm going to tell you, if you want to take it, take it. I'm not going to put it in y'all's portfolio.
If you do take it, I'd probably put a stop right around that Bollinger Band.
Absolutely.
$60. So either it works or it doesn't work. But you're going to find out real quick and you won't lose much figuring it out.
The band is at $60.17. Yeah, I'd put a stop right about there. But I'm not going to buy it only because it's a down day. But I do like. Now, what else I don't like about it? Look at the movement up.
The volume, yeah.
Look at the movement up and look at the volume. That's a red flag. That's a definite red flag. But I can't deny that it is in the fast lane. It is in the fast lane. CMG, get in after the 25 June split settles. There you go, Bill. I didn't know that there was a split. So there you go. That's a better answer for the person that kept asking me about when to get in. All right, next stock. Ooh, CEG. Me likey.
Clean energy. Look at it. Just hit a new high.
I don't like the volume.
You're saying the volume's tapering.
There's the volume. I type it in the room. CEG, yes or no? CEG, yes or no? All right, let's go see if you guys want it. I like it. I don't like
I'm willing to take the risk with the market being ambitious.
Okay.
Today. Even though the volume's pulling back, hit a new high, I like it.
All right, let's go get it.
Let's go get it.
CEG, add a trade.
Yeah, everyone's saying yes.
CEG, get the price, target, apply. Okay. I need to sort this alphabetically, so we'll make sure we're not buying any of the same stocks. Oh, man. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Next stock. Aflac. Ooh.
It's in the fast. Look at that. That's a nice candlestick today. I like it. It looks like it wants to touch that upper Bollinger Band.
I say yes. Ryan?
Yes.
All right. Type in the symbol. Aflac, yes or no?
We're getting yeses. Amir, yes. T, AFL, yes.
Okay.
VP for the yes.
All right. Let's go.
We're all on the same bandwagon there. Oh, no. Jazz says no.
Jazz is just wanting me to go buy Disney. That's why. I'm not listening to Jazz.
No,
I'm not listening to Jazz right now.
What was his comment earlier? I forgot.
I don't know. I'm not listening. I told you I'm not listening. Jazz just wants me to go.
Ramor, we noticed the volume's dropping down. I'm willing to take the risk because the market is ambitious right now.
I'm with Ryan. I agree.
If the market wasn't looking so primed right now for another run, I would probably hold off with this.
See, he said no Disney yet. Yeah.
No Disney.
All right, next one. NVIDIA. Now, what was going on with NVIDIA? Is something else going on with NVIDIA? Or no?
They have earnings next week.
Ooh, I like it.
Perfect. Test on that trend line. Perfect.
I like it. It broke through yesterday and followed through today. And the volume, I like the volume. It's pretty even and nice boom move up today. Yes or no? Got to put the ticker symbol though. Ticker symbol, yes or no?
We do have NVIDIA already, just letting y'all know.
Oh, we do? In that portfolio?
I'm pretty sure we do.
Well, I'm pretty sure you're wrong.
No, we don't have it. Interesting.
That's right. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, we got it before. I guess it closed out.
All right.
Let's do it right before earnings. I'm willing to. Let's take the risk.
You want to take it before earnings? You want to put a half position?
Do it.
You want to go full
Everyone's
position?
saying yeah.
You want to go full position or half?
Full.
Okay.
Let's double down.
Dang. Oh boy, you gotta know when to hold them. Know when to fold them. NVDL. You know that's a leverage too. It's 2 times NVIDIA.
Yeah.
All right. Oh boy.
I mean, we could always do some SOXL for if you're feeling really frisky for NVIDIA's earnings.
Oh boy. Scared the bejesus out of me.
Now, I will say this. If you're holding large positions in semiconductor stocks going into NVIDIA's earnings, I'm talking about large positions, I might want to hedge some of those. Just a little bit, just in case.
Now, good question. Niles asked, would you hold until earnings? This is a play that we're going to hold pretty much through earnings.
Mm-hmm.
So would we honestly tell you to honestly do that? The answer to that, it all depends on what you feel. All right. I think that as we get closer to earnings, you turn that trade into a straddle where you're playing both sides of the, a call at the strike at the same call and a put at the same strike price. That's protection. Right now we are doing this unprotected, and that's how we make a lot of babies. But other than that, that's what you didn't laugh. Right?
What?
You didn't get it? Unprotected?
No,
wow,
no, I got it. I'm just surprised you said it. I got it. I'm just surprised you said it.
Oh gosh. Anyway,
look at Enter. He's like, you see the emojis?
Oh gosh, his energy is like, what? Okay. Anybody? I'm with a lot of you. I'm not touching GME. It was in the list. And Ryan pretty much said a lot of the party is over. Got a lot of buying pressure right here in today's candle.
I don't think the party's over.
Okay.
But me, ideally, I'd rather find some of these older meme stocks before the pop.
Understood.
But yeah, if you're playing GME, I mean, this Bollinger Band, or even just maybe a 3 and an 8, something that is good for high momentum, right? Because this thing's going to move. But I like that buying pressure coming in today. But GME, I mean, it all depends what Roaring Kitty wants to do.
Interesting. Bill says GME is a widow maker. But there's a lot of people who've made money. There's a lot.
There's a lot of angry wives out there too.
Yeah, that's true. All right, we're not taking GME, but it was in the list. I heard Roaring Kitty sold his position. Not sure how true. I doubt it, but I don't know. All right, next one.
According to that movie, he held on to some of it.
Yeah.
But who knows? Palo Alto. I like Palo Alto.
I think it's not moving enough for me. It's in the fast lane. I don't think it's moving enough for me. What say you?
So what's saying me is the last earnings, the gap down, had to do with the platformization. So Salesforce or CRM did the same strategy to kind of increase sales or whatever, but it takes some time. So you can see, not much selling pressure after that.
Look at that retracement. Look at that. And we haven't still gotten past that level. That's why I'm not feeling
what Nancy Pelosi, it was disclosed that she was buying that dip.
That's all right. Anyway.
That's all right. But either way, I think it's a great company. 311 right now in the fast lane. You can see Glenn, great job drawing the channel on there. We're approaching the top of that channel. If you want to wait for the confirmation, what is that, about 10, 15? Yeah, about $15 away. You can wait for the breakouts. Otherwise, I like it as of now.
I don't like it. What do you say out there, VV Nation? Y'all need to hurry up too. We got a lot more stocks to do. Joey's gonna start whining this thing. Like that.
Glenn, you may not have been lying. We might be here for 2 hours today.
Okay.
Holding. I'm in Pan W. Do we already have Pan W?
I don't think so.
Our portfolio?
No.
We're getting no's on it.
All right.
Not now.
Good.
Yeah, I like that.
All right.
If you're not already in it, wait for a breakout.
Next stock. No.
Nope.
I'm going to say no. CMG, yes or no. That's moving sideways, and it's in the middle lane. I do like the move.
We're about to loot.
Look at that move, bottom left, top right, but it's just moving sideways. How does the wine go again? I'm going to go play.
Keep him in the fast lane, Joey. Time is short.
Keep him in the fast lane. Wow. All right.
Everyone's saying no.
Let's go to the next one. Wow.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
That's a good looking play.
2 days in a row. Look, even yesterday, before the CPI data, investors just took control of this thing. I like it.
I think we need to take this. All right, QTUM.
Linda says I'm not paying that much for burritos.
I'm not either, but
with $3,000. That's crazy.
That is crazy. QTUM, but I like it. I like the food is good and it's fresh. They got no refrigerators. They make it fresh. That's the best guac ever. And I can't stand guac. Oops. I almost put $10,000 in it. Apply.
Remore says QTUM. Yes. No capital F. Sigh. No, we have capital F.
This quantum computing. We talked a little bit about that on Monday. All right. Next one. No. Ooh, was this wasn't an earnings play. I don't know what.
Linda says the volume. Oh, yeah. Look at this one. Yeah. Oh, that's a big drop.
What's the volume? The volume is pretty okay.
It's not crazy.
It's not.
But again, if it wasn't for the exuberance in the market right now, I'm willing to take that.
VTSI, no. CM 50-1 split would be nice. It would be. Yeah, I'm still not buying it.
That's a big drop. Whew.
I don't know what the new. Oh, that's earnings. There it is. It's
aerospace
earnings.
and defense.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Nope.
Me no likey.
Clearly not a good earnings report.
No.
Or it may have been. You never know. But investors didn't like it. That's the important part.
What don't I like about FFIE? It's parabolic.
Is it meme stock? What is this one?
I don't know. It's clean energy. It's way outside of the bands, which means that it's going to come back fast. It's going to pull back down. This is way too parabolic. This is a trade if you're trading it. Other than that.
What was it a couple days ago? A couple cents?
Oh, gosh, it's so cheap. Let's go see what happens before it started moving. It was only 6 cents.
The open was 4 cents. God.
I don't know what happened with it, but this is too much of a parabolic move. I'm not going to take it. It is news driven. I don't know what the news is on it.
Yeah.
I haven't.
If you're comfortable with the high momentum play, just look at the news, do some research before you jump in.
Look at the 3-month move on it. The stock barely moves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's scary. It's scary. Last
Remore says, I avoid penny stocks.
Here's the last one. Somebody wanted to know about Coinbase. Would I take it now? Nope. Not until it gets to the fast lane. Ryan?
Oh, no, this is yet. About little premature.
This is crypto, right?
But look, draw a downward trend line right here.
Sure.
You see it? We're right on that downward trend line. So this might actually be going for a breakout because once it breaks above that trend line, it's going to be in that upper band. That put coin on your radar. If I don't say put in the list right now, but I'd put it on your radar.
Why?
Because if it breaks above that trend line. Why are you even answering
the question? It was rhetorical. It's a crappy play. I don't know why. I hate on crypto so much. I do. I hate on crypto so much. So much. Joey, congratulations on the win and thank you. Roar on.
Many more where that came from.
Many more.
Many more.
Glenn is the one that picks his stocks. Oh, Glenn picks his stocks, and but you're gonna all say
no credit.
Huh? I get no credit for it. No.
Jazz, Bitcoin going to 70K again. I told you guys, as long as it found a great level of support around 58 to 61,000, which was the prior high a couple years ago, broke above it, came back down, retested it, now it's starting to take off again. And with inflation data, better than expected, that usually also works in crypto's favor.
Anything else you want to say more about crypto? I'm giving you the floor to talk about it as much as you'd like.
Do you own any crypto?
I own none. Oh, yeah, I own some Dogecoin.
Oh God, that's real crypto. I always promote Ethereum and Bitcoin. At least I'm realistic, trying to get people into something decent. You're over here with Dogecoin.
All right, can you put us on the last screen, Joey? I don't need your help. Sit over there and look at the woman using the fish as a gun.
I used to own Elon Doge Mars, so I get it, Glenn.
You know, I'm with you that Ethereum is a good way to go. Solana.
Bitcoin.
There's some.
If you're going to be serious about it, get in the top 5.
Yeah.
You know, other than that, it's all a gamble. And even those top 5, I mean, in today's world, it's only worth what one will pay for it.
Ask Dr. Bonnie says, my first time here is the upper band, Bollinger Band of Fastlane. Yes. So it's 2 Bollinger Bands that make 3 lanes in the stock. And
easy strategy.
As you can see on the graph, it's got 3 lanes. The fast lane is where you want to be. Your fast lane is where you want to be. What about ETH gate? I don't know. I'm not listening to you right now, Energy either. All right.
Oh, Bill, I didn't have Solana. I think I've done some videos on it. I owned Stellar. And the reason why I bought that is because when crypto did the congressional hearing, they had a representative from Stellar where they were actually able to process transactions cheaper than Visa at a fraction of the cost. And Visa ended up putting $200 million in the Stellar and the infrastructure behind it.
Look at Ryan knowing what he's talking about a little bit. At least you sound like it.
At least I sound like it, right?
Ryan says, congratulations, Joey, for getting Glenn to pick your winning stocks. Why? Why do y'all push the buttons? I'm just curious. Why? I'm not going to let the
they
buttons...
probably get it from you.
All right, we get ready to go. You got anything more you want to say today, Ryan?
Nope. Other than inflation eased, I am excited. I am bullish on growth stocks. I have a feeling we're going to get great news from NVIDIA next week. But again, just always have a plan in place in case things don't work out. Don't let it become emotional.
And don't forget Ryan's video tonight at 6 p.m.
Don't forget that.
All right. I got nothing more to say, too. Joey, you have anything to say? No, great. Doesn't matter what you got to say. All right.
I don't give a frappe.
I don't give a frappe about what you got to say. All right,
that's
folks.
an inside joke, and you guys will all get it here soon.
Yeah, you will. We get ready to go. I'm going to sign off. Adios. Arrivederci. Ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. Odabu.